YouTube. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How's it going? Welcome to episode number 1002. That's right, episode number 1002 of Navigating the Modern World with Eli. The Walking with Purpose Live Edition, live today from the San Francisco Bay Trail here in Redwood City, California, where I live. A little breezy today. Not too bad. It's always a little bit windier here at the trail, so it's a little bit chillier over here. But it's all good. And I'm out and about on another walk with purpose. With a great topic here today. And the topic is Musk and others. Who you align yourself with greatly affects you. Okay? Or aligning yourself with the wrong people can greatly affect you. And it will greatly affect you. We got some people coming on both sides. I'm going to hold on and give them their space and respect. You know, I've always said you are who you associate with, right? If you've been following me for a while, you've heard me say that quite a few times, and it really is a true statement, which is what I'm trying to say. It very much so is a true statement. You want to surround yourself with like-minded, happy, positive, successful type of people. If you want to be the same, which I don't know of anyone who wouldn't want to be happy, healthy, successful, etc., right? And if you're someone that wants to be that, and you're hanging around with people that are the complete opposite, that's what's holding you back. Hey, Wish, how you doing? We're going to talk about Elon Musk today in regards to this topic, and I may share some other examples along the way. I'll also be answering your questions in the chat. You know, if they're worthy of being responded to. I don't feel that everything is worthy of a response for the most part. It's just some cases things are not. In some cases, when things are not relevant to the topic or personal development or self-improvement in general, I may not be responding to those things. But yeah, you know, if you want to mention something in the chat, definitely, we'll just go from there. I'm sorry, I'm a little shaken up today because everything is all good. I don't want to really get too far into it, but one of my friends, something minor happened to one of my friends today. And it ended up being minor, but it was pretty scary at first, and I'm a little shaken up by it. I'm not going to get into details because none of you know who this person is anyway. And second of all, I don't want to make it the highlight of this show. It just, leads me to believe that anything can happen at any time. And life is short, and you've got to embrace every minute of life you have as best as possible. But yeah, so Elon Musk, ever since he got involved with President Donald Trump, it hasn't been good for him. You know, Elon Musk donated close to $300 million to Trump's re-election fund last year in 2024, and then Trump brought him on board in a non-official, government position, basically as the leader of this thing called DOGE, D-O-G-E, which is the acronym for Department of Government Efficiency. And what a fucking train wreck. What an absolute tax-wasting fucking train wreck DOGE has been. The only people that will say otherwise, even though there are proven facts about what it's cost to operate DOGE and how much they've actually saved, it would have been better than not running at all. If you want to find, waste, fraud, and abuse within the government, okay, go for it. Right? Go for it, but do it the proper way. And legally hire, qualified government officials to do the research. I think one of the best departments to handle that would be the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, right? But Trump and his MAGA minions like to call it, well, they don't like the IRS. They like to call it we're working on the External Revenue Service, like by putting fucking tariffs on other countries that supposedly are not going to increase our cost of living, right? Again, there's nothing wrong with trying to find fraud, waste, and abuse within the government. I'm sure there's some of it going on, but not at the level that Donald Trump and Elon Musk have been trying to get everyone to believe. Hey, Tia, how are you doing? How's it going? She says, hey, everyone, or hi, everyone. Hey, Tia, what's going on? Welcome to the show. It's great to see you here. Audio and video good, Tia? So, all of Elon Musk's escapades, since he converted from being a Democrat to not even really being a Republican. Yes, he's a registered Republican. Now he's switched, right? But he's actually a MAGA. He's not just a Republican and not even really a Republican. He's a MAGA. He's a MAGA Trump supporter, right? He's a MAGA slave, right? And in order to keep Donald Trump happy, Elon Musk has to do things that make him look like a fool and piss off a lot of people that once at least had some respect for him, or they weren't pissed off enough to the point of where they stopped buying Teslas. And Tesla stock started crashing, and more importantly, Tesla sales have gone down because of Elon Musk's despicable behavior as one of the biggest public figures out there. and the richest man in the world, and the CEO of one of the biggest companies in the world, supposedly, Tesla and SpaceX and all that, right? So because you want to try to gain more power, thinking that it's going to double your revenue, or maybe help you become the first trillionaire, right? I don't think there's ever been any trillionaires in the world. You thinking aligning with Donald Trump was going to gain you more popularity, and you would double your revenue. Instead of that, you've lost over $100 billion since he's been in office. And you know what? That's like basically losing $1 billion or more than $1 billion a day. Like, can you believe this guy is okay doing what he's doing, for the government now, for the Trump administration? He's okay doing what he's doing while costing him $1 billion a day, which is more money than what's the average person gonna make in a lifetime? $1 to $2 million. That's more money than 500 people will make in a lifetime combined. This guy loses it in one day, and it's like, oh, whatever. I'm Doge all the way. I'm Trump all the way. And the reason why I'm talking about this, Elon Musk doesn't care. Yeah, hey, God loves me. I see you. God loves me. I finally got you unblocked. I'll tell you how I figured it out. I think your Google account is a different name than your YouTube name. Because I went to the back end of YouTube on the block list. I searched for GLM, and there was a channel called Big G Loves Me. Was your channel called Big G Loves Me at one point, or is your Google account called Big G Loves Me? Because I basically un-Google blocked that, and boom, I commented underneath one of your comments, and boom, no more error. The real GLM is here. Well, the real GLM, please stand up. Anyway, and he said on one occasion about advertisers threatening to not put ads on Twitter if he didn't return to censoring. He told them to F themselves. Well, some people, here's the thing, Whoosh, in my opinion, some people need a fucking muzzle. And I think Donald Trump is one of them. I'll share more on the way back, or once I'm done talking about the Musk situation. I'll share more about Trump's 100 days in office on ABC. I can't remember the journalist that interviewed him. A journalist for ABC and a national correspondent for ABC. But Trump called them fake news. Trump was just really fucking rude. And Trump, all he was doing was deflecting. He wouldn't even answer the questions. Trump is the biggest deflector. Like, listen, if Trump didn't deflect and just owned it, I would have a lot more respect for him, even though I don't support him. I would have a lot more respect for someone that is just honest. He was even asked about being an authoritarian. He goes, no, I'm not like that. No. Come on, Trump. Oh, God damn. That's why I said Trump's a troll. That's why. I said, like, last year, Trump's a troll, and some some wannabe YouTuber out here from New York with his New York accent said EY said Trump's a twall. EY said Trump's a twall. And I know Tia, who is a Trump supporter. No disrespect, no problem. And I know you know that. You told me I don't have to say that, but I said it anyway. I know you like my impression of that YouTuber that makes fun of me saying EY said Trump's a twall. EY. Or Eli, E-L-I-E, right? Like a liar, right? That was a channel name I had a while ago. That's weird. Maybe that was my channel name when you blocked, possibly. But we figured it out. Welcome back on your normal channel. You were unhidden, just needed to be un-Google blocked. I just couldn't figure it. Because normally the Google block is the same as the channel name. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. GLM, that was a pain in the ass to figure out. I've had issues like that before, but it's never taken me this long to figure it out. I bet you were surprised when you saw my comment reply from GNA2, huh? So in my opinion, you should admire a man like Musk. I think Musk is a piece of shit. I think Musk, what he's done alongside this new administration to allow those young kids, like, what was that one kid called? Like Big Balls or something, right? To allow them to have access to, the federal payment system. Now somebody's coming on the opposite side of the trail. So I walked off the trail. I'm on the right side and he was coming on the left side and not moving over. I think he was a foreign exchange student. It was an Asian guy. He was probably a foreign exchange student, and I believe in China they walk and drive on the left. So, anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Welcome to America. You're probably here on a student visa, unless Trump signs an executive order to ban all student visas, unless you pay him $5 million for a Trump gold card or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hot Facts with Robert Reese. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here, man. Yahoo says GLM. She's happy that finally the Google block has been figured out. Tyree Sneed is a trillionaire, he told me. Well, good for him. Tell him to give us all $1 million apiece, and he'll still have plenty of money left over, and then our problems are all going to be solved, right? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, what I heard was that the Tesla board of directors have been very pissed off at Musk. They've been quiet about it, but they're showing that they're not happy because they put allegedly they put out a job posting on some job posting sites regarding seeking a new CEO to replace Elon Musk. And a lot of the reporters were saying that they did that to see if Musk would just leave Doge and come back to spending more time running Tesla as a CEO, which is what he should do. This is why I say, you are who you associate with. Now, there are a lot of people here that I like, and I think like myself and Don, or Don and I and the rest of us, that are Trump supporters. And I say this with no offense to reasonable Trump supporters that are even here in my chat, right? But, you know, Donald Trump does things differently than any other president. And he has a track record unlike any other president. Can't you can't deny what's been done and proven, right? And look, having an agency like DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, right? If it was run properly, and you know they hired these people as government employees, and these people, you know, were given government clearance and basically sworn into secrecy, and if you let out any of the secrets you see, and then what would that be considered? Treason? And they can kill you for treason, right? You can be executed for treason, I believe, right? Or if somebody tell me, I cannot remember, but I believe if you create treason within the U.S. government, you could be executed, because you find out something that can harm us or the whole world. I mean, they're going to take you out before you say something that takes everyone out, right? Elon was framed. Who was he framed by? Who do you think he was framed by, GLM? Who do you think Musk was framed by? Do you think he was framed by Trump? Do you think who was he framed by? I mean, come on. And then going back to Trump's 100 days, the interview on ABC that just happened. Hillary framed Elon? Nah. That's a conspiracy theory, GLM. Listen, you know, I didn't really have any problems with Hillary, with the exception of the email scandal. Now, the email scandal, in my opinion, yes, that was bad. And this is a Democrat saying that another Democrat did something bad. But this is nothing nearly as bad as giving access to young kids that name themselves what, like Carrie Balls and stuff like that, or Big Balls. Like, I think Big Balls was the guy's name. Big Balls, right? Giving an early 20s guy that goes by Big Balls access to your social security information, the federal payment information, giving them all that data is far worse than the Hillary Clinton email ordeal. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, the Hillary case, yes, it's not to be discredited or discounted. She did something wrong. But come on, that's nowhere nearly at the level of this Doge, you know, privacy issue shit, right? These aren't even government employees, right? They haven't been sworn into anything, right? GLM, if you need a green card, I will marry you. You only need to give it up twice a week and give me back and foot massages. Oh my God, whoosh, whoosh. Oh man. Oh boy. It's all good. Oh man. Let me see here. I am here on a student visa, says GLM. Whoosh, whoosh. I just saw a headline that Doge will stay in business for all 4 years of the Trump administration so Big Balls can carry on. Yeah, Big Balls. Big Balls. Whoosh, I gotta say, honestly, I was really pissed off when I first heard that story about a guy that goes by Big Balls having access to all that information, right? But I gotta say, it's pretty fucking funny. It is. It's funny. This whole thing. You know, I'll tell you this, right? If you're gonna look at it realistically, I think Trump has turned our country into like one big drama shit show. It's like a real life soap opera drama that you're just witnessing in real time, starring Donald J. Trump, the king deflector of all questions. Like in that interview, like honestly, they were asking him about immigration and giving everyone due process. Do you feel everyone has a right to due process? And he's like deflecting and saying that, well, these aren't citizens. Well, if they're here and they've been, what do they call it? Granting temporary asylum, I believe is what it is. If they've been legally allowed in the country and you want to revoke that, you got to give them due process. It's almost like Trump just doesn't believe in due process. He believes in Trump process. That's all, right? And Trump's like, my attorneys handle that. My attorneys, okay, the Department of Justice handles that, right? Right. You guys have been given orders to bring that guy back, and they haven't done it. It's just unbelievable. What was that guy's name? Abrego Garcia? Big Balls is innocent. Queen Nazbul, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. GLM says, God loves me, says, whoosh, whoosh, that's not a bad offer to live in the greatest country in the world. Queen Nazbal, I'm glad I found your channel. Oh, great. Why are you glad that you found the channel? How'd you find out about us? Because typically when people say stuff like that, they're just, building up building up trolling value. And then when I say that, they're like, oh, no, I'm not trolling. I saw it in my recommendation. Yeah, that's what they all say. You got to give me more than that. Like, so why are you glad you found this channel? What do you like about this channel, and how long have you been a part of it for? What's already making you feel like if you're going to say something like you're glad that you found this channel, what about this channel is making you feel that way after being here for maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so? It's possible, but I'm just curious to know. Yeah, GLM is laughing because she knows. We listen. God loves me, and I have been doing this shit for fucking 7 or more years. And you don't think we can sniff out bullshit like 1,000 miles away? Like, I saw it in my recommendations. I'm glad I found this channel. I saw it in my recommendations. So tell us more specifically what gives you that mushy, gushy feeling deep down inside your heart and soul that you love this channel so much already after being here maybe for like a few minutes? I subbed to you a couple weeks ago. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But you got to understand, we get trolled a lot here, and it's all good. My apologies if you're a real person. So GLM, maybe they are real. It's all good. So Queen Nazbol, the walk you did a while ago with your girlfriend, I liked it. Oh, okay. That was a few days ago. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was bad audio because I wasn't prepared properly. Didn't have the windscreen on, the shotgun mic properly. But the next walk, I'm getting a shotgun mic holder. A shotgun microphone is like a shotgun of a microphone that you can put on the top of your phone, but you need the right attachment to do it. And I have that coming from Amazon today. I was going to try it out on this walk, but it hasn't arrived yet. Tomorrow I'll try that out. So the next time Don and I do a walk, the audio will be nice and crisp. And the shotgun, like when I do these walks on my own, I use a headset like this. When I do them with more than one person, I need to have a microphone that's pointing at us that picks up, both of our voices and all the, anyone that's anywhere near the microphone will pick them up. That's the easiest way to do it when you have more than one person. Thank you, and my apologies if I was, sorry if I was being rude. My apologies. I'm sure you've dealt with trolls and other stuff like that out here on YouTube. I'm sure you know what we're talking about. But anyway, thank you for being here. Even I make mistakes. I make lots of them. It's okay. Got 37 people here. Thank you so much for being here. No worries. I came across some in my day. Yeah. I hear you on that. Yeah, lots of good things actually happening. And there are going to be even some greater things happening very, very soon. What was I going to say? Yeah, so who you align yourself with. Mike S., how you doing? Are you the same Mike S. that used to come around? You're the same Mike S., right? It's been a while. How you doing, man? Great to see you here. Great to see you here, man. Great to see you here. Yeah. So anyway, who you align yourself with is very important, because whoever you align yourself with is going to make or break you, or have at least a part in making or breaking you. I keep saying that, and it is just ever so true. And nowadays, people, I'll get to the chat in a second. Nowadays, people come out on social media, and I keep saying it, and I have to keep saying it, that people come out here to use it as an outlet. And there's nothing wrong to have outlets on social media, as long as you have outlets in the real world too. But a lot of people substitute having outlets online over real world outlets. Mike S. with the $9.99 super chat. Big round of applause. I'm going to heart that. Thank you so much, brother. Let me give you a heart, man. And a like. Thank you, Mike S. for the $9.99 super chat. Queen Nabzol. I'm just starting out on YouTube. If you were asking me that. Are you creating content? Queen, are you creating content? We've got another queen here. We have Queen Helen Casey, who's been a moderator here for a very long time. Mike S., thank you so much for your $9.99 super chat. Tia says, thank you, Mike S. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Very kind of you. Not sure yet. If I do, I don't know what to post. Well, what inspires you? You got to ask yourself, what do you enjoy doing? What do you enjoy talking about that you also feel could help people in some way, shape, or form? Or provide some value for them, right? A lot of people say, hey, I don't know what to talk about. I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but what would I talk about? Pardon my French, I have a little potty mouth, but whatever the fuck you feel like talking about, just be you. Right? That's why they call it YouTube, right? It's always been called YouTube. Google never changed the name because YouTube, there's no better name than that. It's about you. about how you feel, what you enjoy, what you know, right? Maybe you're like me and you like to inspire and motivate people to have better self-love and self-respect, so that way when anyone tries to get in their way, having that amount of self-love and self-respect will overcome anyone that tries to bring negativity towards a positive person like that. How does he do that money thing? It's called the super chat. On the bottom right of the chat, you'll see a dollar sign there, and you can select super chat or super sticker. If you select super chat, you can add a message, and the greater the super chat, the longer the message you can type out, and the longer it stays viewable at the top of the chat. Oh, okay. You have to spare money first, says whoosh whoosh. And that's only on YouTube monetized channels. You have to be a monetized channel and qualify to do that before you'll have that dollar sign. Drama Unleashed 2, I was expecting you to show up here today, and I got your email, and I knew you were coming here to talk about that, and I'm going to briefly respond to you here and get back to the show. Respectfully. Let me just say this respectfully. And if you didn't show up, I would have mentioned it at the end of the show anyway. So here's the thing. I got your email after responding to your previous email. And I get it. I get it, Sarah. I get it. Have a nice day. Huh? I get it. And this is what I'm going to say. This is all I'm going to say publicly here. I will consider what you said. I will strongly consider what you said. But I need 2 weeks to take care of some other things before I can strongly consider what you said in your email. Now, a lot of people are going to question this, and I know you don't care, and I don't care, and I get that, right? I appreciate that. Of course you do. Of course you do. And just understand this, Sarah. I understand where you're coming from. I really do. I understand where you are coming from. And when I say you, I mean just you. Nobody else. Okay? But I'm going to take 2 weeks, and I'm going to be very honest about this and say, in order for me to strongly consider that and actually maybe possibly even do that, I'm going to need 2 weeks of not being forced into doing something sooner. And I'm just being honest with you publicly here because, I'm not gonna hide anything from anyone, including you. Right? That includes you or other people emailing me and telling me to do things sooner. I'm just telling you so you don't waste your time. But if you want this to be a strong possibility, I need 2 weeks to take care of some other stuff that are actually related with the situation. I gotta take care of some other things, and you guys can sit there and try to figure out whatever it is. At the end of the day, I've always wanted to do the right thing, and I will do the right thing. But I have to first do what's right for myself. But I do take other things into consideration too. I understand. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, Sarah, I understand the position you're in too. I'm just going to put it to you that way because I have no problems with you. And hold on. Beastmaster with a $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. Wow, things are great. Hey, thank you, Beastmaster. How you doing, bro? Stick around, man. Ask me any questions, but let me, while Sarah's still here, let me finish addressing her real quick here. Again, I understand the position that you're in. I truly do. I truly do. And look, if all these motherfuckers out here, Sarah, want to try to figure out what I mean by that, or Eli and Sarah are conspiring shit. Nope. No. Thanks a lot, Beastmaster, says Tia. That's not the case. But I really want you to know, Sarah. I really want you to know that I truly understand the position you are in. I really do. I really do. And yeah, I don't think anyone else will really understand it at that level, because not everybody knows the backstory, and we don't have to go through all that. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I'll keep my mouth shut because I can keep going and going and going and going and going. But I'm going to keep my mouth shut. So 2 weeks, and I'll strongly, strongly, strongly consider what you wrote in your email. I apologize, your position. Hey, Grotesque Subhuman 3, how you doing? Welcome to the show. It's great to see you here, man. Yeah, I had you Google blocked too. I couldn't see you yesterday, dude, and I un-Google blocked you. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Appreciate, yeah, of course. Of course. And I'll just say this. I'll say this. A lot of people are going to think that, you know, you're playing me here and you're... no, that's not what's happening. That is not what's happening here. It's not. I know that for a fact. And I'm not going to talk about it publicly because all that matters is, you know, all that matters is the situation that is known by the parties involved, and that's all. It's not that big of a deal. But, yeah. You know the truth, that's all that matters. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's why I'm not mad at you, Sarah. I should have never been mad at you. And a lot of people are not gonna... A lot of people are just not going to believe anything, any potential outcome that could come out of all this, right? But fuck them. You know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of explaining myself to people that don't even matter. To people that matter, you know, we can talk privately. But, yeah, that is that. Now, nobody email me and try to ask me what's going on. You'll probably know in a few weeks. And at that point, I'll explain further at that time. They're blocked. Heck, I don't know. Oh, if you're trying to say hello to Sarah, I think her entire name's been blocked forever because, you know, she does not want to be doxxed. Now, maybe I can unblock just the first name and leave the last name blocked. Like a lot of people that, you know, I don't want people doxing per their request years ago. Not just Sarah. They're on the block list, and I'm sorry that affects some of your chat messages from going through, Carly. I'm really sorry about that. I don't think it would surprise anyone. You have a good heart at Drama Unleashed too. No, she does. But the bottom line is, it's these situations, it's certain situations. Let's just talk in general here. Certain situations that people get themselves involved in, or certain people that you get involved with, like we're talking about, who you associate with, right? Who you align yourself with, like the topic states, right? Who you align yourself is critical. Because if you align yourself with the wrong person or the wrong people, it can severely affect what a lot of people think about you, right? Just like what Sarah was saying about certain other people, collaborating with other people that they never thought they would collaborate with because they're so far apart on things such as not going real life on people. And then when you collaborate with the queen of going real life, then how does that make you look, right? Eli prices are unbelievably high on fasteners. I just went to Ace Hardware to get some sleeve inserts for my engine stand, and just for a few sleeves it cost $50. Ace Hardware is not the best place to get stuff like that anymore, dude. Have you tried Amazon? Now, here's the thing. If Trump keeps 145% tariffs on the Chinese, eventually we're going to see Chinese parts go up, right? And he was asked about that on that 100 days in office interview on ABC. I believe that was last night. I saw the replay today on YouTube. Keep the Chinese tariffs and let the factories come back to the USA. Yeah, and then we're all going to pay 3 to 4 to 5 times as much for everything, right? Which will completely more than offset any pay increase, right? Like I told you before, we're bringing all manufacturing back to the U.S. 100%. It's a noble idea, but it wouldn't work. Prices would go up and no one would buy things. So then those factory workers would be out of a job because there would be no demand for a product that's going to cost them 5 times what it used to cost being produced in China. I mean, I don't understand. That's a pretty simple concept. I understand. I'm a real diehard American, and I live by the sword, die by the sword. But come on, you want to pay 500% more for shit? The exact same thing? American factories will be way more productive than Chinese ones? I doubt that. You know what? I doubt that. In order for them to be more productive, they would need to hire more labor, whoosh, and that would drive up the cost further. Productivity is based on the number of people you have, on the amount of labor you have, laborers, right? I don't know. That's just my opinion. It is what it is. My opinion of 3 or 4 times increase is not reasonable? Huh. Okay. Okay. I'm not saying everything will go up 3 or 4 times. A lot of stuff will. Some things will probably only double or triple in price. Even paying twice as much for what we're paying now. Do you want to pay $100 for an item that used to cost $50? Like these headsets here, this headset, $14. I believe it's made in China. It's Logitech, but I believe it's made in China. $14, right? They're manufactured here. Now it's just an example. I'm not 100% sure if they're made in China. Maybe I believe they are. But let's say they are, and they cost $14 now. Even if they doubled the price, that would be $28. That's almost $30. You think I want to pay almost $30 for something I was paying just under $15 for? Hell no. Even twice the price. It's not going to work, man. That would destroy the economy. That would cause a huge recession. If it's all right with you, Coach, I'm stopping by a lot more often. Well, here's the thing. I'm not a coach. How in the world, why did you call me coach when I'm not a coach? Can you tell me that? Queen Nazbol, why'd you call me a coach? I'm not a coach. And you said that you've been around for a few weeks. Nope, I'm not Coach Eli anymore. I haven't been Coach Eli. It's time for you to go. Bye-bye. I haven't been Coach Eli in like 9 or 10 months, getting closer to a year. So, yep, we were absolutely right. You were trolling. You showed your cards by calling me coach. You did it on purpose because you wanted the reaction, right? Queen is a troll. Did you read my post? No. Where did you say that? LOL. Trump won't be leaving until January 20th, 2029, so we can compare prices then and see how much prices change. Okay, sounds fair. We should want all products American made. Well, that would be nice if they were more affordable to be made all here. Hey, welcome to the show. You're trolling too, huh? God Loves Me says, just so you know, you like grotesque subhuman actively talks mad shit about you in your haters chats. He also talks about you in chats of people who have nothing against you. Okay. I think young people want to see things getting done, and I think any kind of solution will be considered stupid by most. No, it boils down to one thing, dude. It boils down to how much more or less is it going to cost us. If it costs us less, while still being able to afford to pay people a living wage, then that's fine. If it's going to cost us more to produce the same stuff here as in China, that's going to make the matters worse. Because even if you're paying these people more money here to manufacture certain things here, it's going to cost more and there are going to be fewer sales, which will put these factory workers out of a job. Like, why can't people see that? That's a reasonable statement. That's a very reasonable statement. Giving Americans jobs is a good thing. You're not trolling. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, giving Americans jobs is a great thing. It is. It's an absolutely great thing. But what if you give them jobs that you have to lay them off within 6 months or a year after hiring them because the sales just aren't there, because the cost of what they're making to the end user is too much for them to buy enough of it to keep their jobs, right? So you got to take that into consideration. Oh, CHP's trying to weave through traffic. There must be an accident somewhere. I have defended Eli in many situations. I have been blocked. Oh, they pulled somebody over, and they're trying to use the megaphone. Or, yeah, the speaker, yeah, the megaphone. I couldn't make out what they were saying. What the hell was that? Something weird is happening, like on the freeway. I don't know. I do not hate Eli. That's okay. Hey is a troll. Nothing on the channel. Not even a post in 5 months. Join 1124. I think I know who Hey is. And are they trolling? Yes. But are they really a troll? No. But they are trolling. So you are right, Robert. Let's just see what they say. And if they push it too far, then we'll just remove them. Make sure you scroll back and read my comment about backward tests of human Eli. I did. I just did. Busted big time, LOL, says GLM. Oh, about the Queen Nazbol. Yeah, well. I have an idea who that was as well. I think it's the same person that's in here under Hey. But it's all right. It's not a big deal. You know, not a big deal. I don't really care. Yeah, so Sarah, if you're still around, give me 2 weeks. I'm going to take 2 weeks and seriously consider what you said in your email. Again, I don't want to be forced into anything sooner than that. I have some other things I need to take care of. And I'm sure that that will be suffice. Let's put it that way. To everyone else, I'm not going to say exactly what this may entail. If it actually happens in a few weeks, you'll know at that time. But I don't want any negative emails. I don't want people saying anything like, hey, you know, oh, don't do this, don't do that, don't fall for this, don't fall for that. I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't have time. I don't. Got a lot of things going on with Dawn. I'm starting to work with some other creators. I haven't even mentioned that because I'm not going to publicly put it out there because I want to minimize the hate and trolling and all that stupid shit. But I've got too much going on for BS. Just know the right thing will be done. And it's going to be right for everybody. That's all I got to say. Thank you, says Drama Unleashed 2. And that's why I tried to consult Eli about dating in the past. What do you want to know? What is your question, man? Hot facts, that's fine. I don't troll and I don't say anything wrong. Well, hey, who are you? Hey, let me ask you this. If you're not trolling, then how did you find out about us? And how did you hear about the channel? And what brings you here? What are you here? Do you like the channel? And if so, what do you specifically like about the channel? And honestly, if you don't give me a valid answer, I will remove you. Because if you actually like the channel, you'll have no problems saying something that sounds authentic. Which if you don't feel that way, you're going to be like, fuck, I just don't feel this, right? What do you like about my channel specifically, and how long have you been here, and how did you find out about us? Answer those questions, please. Wow, look, nice flowers are growing here. And that is okay. So what are your questions about? Are you still struggling with whatever you were struggling with back then, grotesque subhuman? Or have you figured out your ladies issue? I check all the channels. I click go to channel. No, you're right. You're right. Hey, Robert. Robert, are you down to doing a show anytime soon? I'd be happy to come on your channel. I know we brought you on ours. I'd be happy to come on yours. If you know, I think when you get a chance, it'd be a really good time to collab. I've been starting to collab again with some other creators. I'll mention those to you behind the scenes privately. But yeah, lots of good things coming up. Lots of good things. And don't forget to check out episode number 6 of the Don and Eli Take on the World podcast, folks, on the main channel. Links below in the description to GNA, Genuine Personal Development. And hang on a second. I did have another YouTube account, but I signed out, and it was a 2-step code to get back in, so I didn't have my other phone, so I made a new account. I found you from searching for dating content. I actually found your other channel and came here from the community wall. I enjoy live streams. Okay. All right. Well, we'll go with it. We'll go with it until proven otherwise. How's that? That's called giving you the benefit of the doubt, right? That's what we do. It's all good. It's all good. And if you're actually somebody genuine, then my apologies to you, okay? I'll let you know I'm planning on going live in a week or so, getting my health in check. Oh, fantastic, Robert. Grotesque Subhuman 3, well, yes and no. I was struggling, and I have figured some things out. I am working on aesthetics, and I am struggling a lot with that. So what are you struggling with aesthetically? Because maybe I can share with you, my thoughts. Are you talking about weight? Are you talking about other hygiene issues? Are you talking about apparel, clothing? I'm just curious to know, because it's all a pretty simple fix, man. It's all about just telling yourself, and first asking yourself, then telling yourself how much you really want this, right? How much you really want to improve your life. When you improve yourself, when you improve your physical self, it also improves your mental self and your emotional self, and then you're more attractive to people naturally. I called dibs on, oh God. At Grotesque Subhuman 3, let me help you out. Get hot women, go to Thailand, or find someone who needs a green card. Well, God Loves Me says, Grotesque Subhuman is just gonna get pissy and tell everyone that you didn't help him right. He will bitch about it for years to come, guaranteed. Well, you're the one that told me to connect with him, so you're just messing with him. It's all good. Yeah. So what are you struggling with aesthetically, Subhuman? Carly E2, after listening to Eli's horror stories of dating for years, I married the man I'm with quickly when I knew he was everything I wanted rather than wait around. Yeah. Mike has had hot facts with Robert Reese. I'm pulling for you getting your health back. Yeah, me too, Robert. Best of luck on your health. Sorry, man, I should have mentioned that. No, I didn't tell you to connect with him, Eli. Oh, no, you didn't. That's right. You didn't. That's right. Sorry, you are right. You had me reconnect with, or not reconnect, but unban someone else. No, he asked me, and I think you had asked me in the past to unban him a long time ago. Maybe you changed your mind, but he was seeing what was going around here, and he didn't like what was happening to us, so he wanted to come back and show his support. It's all good. I think a lot of people, a lot of people are just coming to their senses now from the past, and there are some new people coming here now too, and so I'm just, I'm really happy about the current situation, and it's about onwards and upwards from this point on. Life is about finding solutions and resolutions. I don't like to fight. I've never liked to, but sometimes when you're backed into a corner, you don't have a choice but to fight for your life. And lately, I'm not going to go through it again here, and I'm not talking about it anymore specifically, but those of you that have been around lately, I've been fighting for my life. So I've been fighting for my life regarding something that I've just worked so hard to try to get out there for 7 years, and it's like I've felt like all this time I've been backed into a corner. And you know what the sad thing is? The sad thing is when you have certain people that how to say this the right way? When you have certain people that make their living with blackmail and extortion tactics, right? It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad because what that tells me is that without blackmail and extortion tactics, that those particular people that use those methods for success are saying to themselves that they're not capable of being successful legitimately, or they lack the self-love, and they lack the determination to make something legitimate happen. So I let it grow long, and it seems okay. Sorry, here we go. So yes, Elias, you can count me as a success story for your business. I appreciate that. I'm just glad that you got some value out here, Carly, and that it motivated and inspired you to do that. I appreciate you looking at it that way, but quite frankly, I don't need any credit, and I know you're giving me credit, and I appreciate that. And I know a lot of people have discredited try to discredit me through certain groups out here on YouTube regarding success stories. It doesn't matter. They can say what they want to say, right? All that matters to me is that you found the love of your life and you're happy, and that's it. All that matters to me is people finding their happiness and living their happiness, whatever that may be. You know, and if I can encourage you or inspire you or motivate you along the way to get there, then so be it, right? But I appreciate it, Carly. I really do. I really do. Thank you. Okay, well, I struggle with things, says Grotesque Subhuman 3, that most people can't really empathize with. It seems if I try to get a haircut, for example, I am unable to get it cut correctly. It seems people want to sabotage me. So I let it grow long, and it seems girls might not like it long. I think I'm in the wrong area to really find a girl as well. Well, some women like long hair, some women don't. Maybe the women you're attracted to don't like long hair, and the ones that are attracted to you, you're not attracted to yourself. I think, you know, like, look, there's someone for everyone. It just takes time, right? You have to ask yourself, how do you want your hair done? Do you want it long? Do you want it short? And if you want it short and you're going to a barber that's not cutting it for you, go to a different barber. I mean, there are a lot of professionals. My aunt's been a licensed cosmetologist for over 50 years, right? Like 55 years now, I believe. And she's pretty much retired. She still cuts some hair from her home, but her shop now, she owns the building. When she was running it, she owned the building and the business. Now she's leasing out the building. And there's another cosmetology business there. And because my aunt had all her equipment there, she's leasing the business and the building. My aunt did well. My aunt, man, my aunt always has worked hard, but she plays hard too. She's made the money, but she'll spend the money and she'll have a good time. Like mad respect for my aunt Litsa, Litsa. Litsa. Concerned. The subject matter you both discussed concerns me about a certain person. I know he comes across cocky. He did cross boundaries many times with you. I think he lacks self-love. I don't think he is. I'm worried about this person. Like, could you possibly talk to him? I know he puts on a tough facade, but I'm sincerely worried. Who are you talking about? If you're being legitimate, I can tackle that question. Are you talking about Jay? Because I didn't want to talk about him, and I don't. Look, if you're seriously concerned about that, that can be addressed. But if this is a fucking troll just to get me to talk about him, I don't want to talk about him. But if it's a serious concern, yeah. I know there are a lot of people. So why are you worried about him? What is making you worry about him? Why and I'm not trying to discredit you, but why should I believe you're not here trolling just to get me to talk about him, which I don't want to. But if you're seriously concerned about him mentally and emotionally and all that, fine. We do help people, even people that we're technically not on the best terms with, right? Because we try to be the bigger people around here, right? Or not necessarily the better people. We try to be better too in our own special way. We're not competing with anyone, including him. But what's the concern? What are you concerned about? You're concerned he may check out? Oh, you mean end himself? Then you know what? Have him go watch our latest episode of the Don and Eli Take on the World podcast, which maybe he has watched it. He probably has. And maybe you're him on the sock account, because he was supposed to do a live stream rebroadcasting that whole stream, or using that entire stream for content. So I don't know. I don't even know if you're being legit. But I'm going to tell you this: if you're legitimately concerned, you're a real person, Eli. I don't talk to them. I never have. Okay. So if you're legitimately concerned, let me put you at ease. First of all, that guy is not suicidal. And if he's coming off that way, it's for grifting purposes. Okay? That's all I'm going to tell you, is he's not suicidal. He never has been. Has he had moments of where he's been down like the rest of us? Sure. Now, would I be saying this if I actually felt he was suicidal or thinking about ending himself? No, I'd be saying we need to get him help, despite what's happened. Eli will reach out to you personally if that's okay. Okay, do I know you? Have you reached out to me before, or do I know you? Yeah, you can reach out to me whenever, not a big deal. This is the troll. Well, it looks like a troll to me. Yeah, I mean, whatever. No, he's not. He hasn't ever contemplated doing that, and he never would. And anytime he's been really sad in the past, it's all been a grift, in my opinion. And it has been. He makes the most amount of money when these sad situations happen. That's called grifting. And that's, hey, look, it's not necessarily against the law to grift, but honestly, it's just, to me, it's just very unethical, and it's just very, it just makes you come off as untrustworthy to your supporters, in my opinion. But hey, whatever, Here. Sarah, I'm not trolling. There is girl that I don't want problems with. Why I don't want my name out there. Okay. All right, fair enough. I mean, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise. And if you're legit, no problem. But just understand, you may be legit, but we've dealt with many illegitimate people over the years. So we got to be careful, So both those two guys that just passed back there, they had shirts on that said "Never give up." I should have had the front camera on. That's fantastic. That is the best phrase, one of the best phrases ever created, is never give up. I could have given up a long time ago. I've been fighting so hard just to get my vision out here of helping people. And it amazes me how much damage one person can do, let alone two or three or four that are all conspiring, doing the same things for years, right? One person, if they put enough effort into it, can do so much damage to prevent you from reaching the goals of all the hard work you put into things, That is a fantastic phrase, says Mike S. Absolutely. It is a sign, says Concerned. Okay. Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, Beastmaster, thank you again for your $5 super chat, and Mike S, thank you for your $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You folks have been very kind and generous lately. And every little penny, helps us keep this going, and we appreciate it. We don't charge for this. And right now, even though my Coach Eli website is still up, I'm not actively promoting that. I'm probably gonna, change that all over to GNA stuff, even though the Coach Eli brand is a subsidiary of the GNA, the Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short. Give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, we are back live. All right, we are back live. We are back live. Can you folks hear me and see me clearly? Drama Unleashed 2, Sarah says, do you think you will ever go back to coaching? I'll never bring back the coaching title, more than likely. But, it's all about personal development and self-improvement. The registered trademark, Sarah, that's about to go through, after 4 years of not having the GNA trademark registered. I had it registered initially, and then I lost it on a clerical error. And I've been trying to re-register it for the last 4 years. It's in the final stages. It's already passed the notice of opposition. Someone else that was going to try to, file an opposition decided to not spend the $600 to $800 that they would have to file to do it on a prayer, right? And so it passed the opposition period, then I had to file a statement of use. And I filed that almost 3 months ago, and I'm just waiting for them to approve it. So, and the new class code of the GNA is personal development, personal improvement, namely in the field of personal development. So it's basically the same thing. And I've just realized it's a very good question. It's a great question. I've just T, are you still around by any chance? Or I'm not trying to ignore you. I haven't seen you. Maybe you had to go do something. Everyone else I've seen, I hope she's okay. And Sandra, hello if you watch this on the replay or you're watching live without chatting. I think Dawn is taking a nap right now because we had to get up and do some things this morning. So she's resting, and then I'm going to grab dinner after this, and then we're going to watch some shows tonight when I get back. I don't need a title to help people. I don't need to have a fancy name like Coach Eli that many people out on YouTube or the internet, chastise or, talk shit about the coaching label. I don't need that, because that's not the point of why I do what I do. And I just want to help people. And it's not even really about the money for me. If I could do this for free, I would do it for free. I've always said that. The thing is, I need to, I need to make some more money so I can keep putting food on the table, gas in the car, and taking care of other things for my family and my girlfriend Dawn and the dogs, and they're a part of the family too. Dawn's a part of the family. All I care about is making enough to just survive and reinvesting the rest into helping other people, because that's what fuels me. That's what makes me happy. So, yeah, I technically the professional picture is titled the Coach Eli professional picture. Yes, it's still mine. I'm just choosing to not use it actively, but I still have it. I just don't feel the need to have the title. Tia says, yes, sounds good. Tia says, yes. Sandra Palacio, hey, Eli. Hi, everyone. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Welcome. Great to see you here. Concerned. I am very interested in vitamins Don mentioned in your video, but maybe we could talk about that. I've been having some health issues myself. You want to share what vitamins? Like, let me know what you're talking about. I can get you the information, or you can just email us, and we can get you whatever, Did you give up the coaching title because people chastised you? No, I gave it up because I wanted to focus on what I've always wanted to focus on, and that's the organization, the GNA. And I realized I had branded my business wrong. You see, the GNA has always been my business. Coach Eli has always been a subsidiary of the GNA, the Genuine Networking Association. But I had it branded backwards. So branding it Genuine Networking Association GNA, which is what it should have always been, and what it was before I started the Coach Eli initial channel. That's always been the business, and that's the way it should have always been. All good questions. Okay, Tia, hey Sandra. Sandra says, hey Tia. Grotesque Subhuman 3, I think Eli should do coaching because he said he can see patterns. Very few people can see patterns. All right, let me put it to you this way. I still do the same thing for the most part that I did when I was titled Coach Eli. I'm just not labeling myself Coach Eli. Everything's the same. Everything is exactly the same. It's just without the coaching title. I'm the president and founder of the GNA. Now, to some of you, you got used to the coaching name or funny variations of it. And that, whatever. Listen, whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to call me, I don't care. As long as you're nice, that's all I care about, and respectful, that's all I care about. I would prefer to not be called Coach Eli, because people that call me Coach Eli have been around for a while, that have been trolling. The people that are here for the right reasons or brand new, they don't know the Coach Eli thing. So I would prefer to just be called Eli. But, if you can't get over the Coach Eli thing, as long as you're respectful and decent, it doesn't really matter to me. I'll just tell you, I don't go by that anymore. But hey, whatever floats your boat, I can still answer the same questions. There's nothing different. What I've always done is teach personal development and self-improvement through my personal experiences. And that's all. I know people get used to things, right? And it's like a change. People hear something, or they hear a motto, or they get used to a certain character being on a show, and when something changes, it affects people. Trust me, I get that. But this was a good move. Concerned, I don't want you to think I am minimizing what he has done to you. I did anonymous go in his chat in December that I have a sense of humor, but this has gone beyond bullying with Eli. Okay, well, Concerned, I appreciate what you said, but I mean, I get where you're coming from. But I really honestly think that do I think that if I had to be real, regardless of how I decide to handle this current situation, okay, and I'm going to be strongly considering some things over the next few weeks, like I've been saying here, okay. I'm not going to go into detail, but the right people know, all right. Do I think that he's going to completely let it all go? No, I don't think he'll ever let it go. And do I think that he'll stop for a while and then slowly ramp it back up? Yeah. Now, I'm saying that because I don't know of him to do anything else. That's been his pattern. So I'd be stupid and naive to think otherwise until proven otherwise. Now, I can sit there and say, okay, I'll give him the extreme benefit of the doubt, right? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt until he no longer gives me a reason to give him that benefit, right? Do I think it's going to change? Probably not. But I honestly think this time around, this has had a very big impact, because I have never gone this far to try to protect things in the past. As in the past, I haven't gone as far to try to protect things now like I didn't do in the past. That's a better way to put it, Eli has some good streams. I've had my eyes open on a few topics. Sandra, you and Tia have top priority to topics. You just have to message us on Messenger. You tell me you want a topic, I'll do it the same day. I won't just do that for anyone. You tell me, Tia and Sandra, and of course, Don's priority over everyone, but then Tia and Sandra. As a matter of fact, actually, Don and I would probably be like, you know what, even if we wanted to do a stream and you ladies chose a topic, we would do your topic over ours. Even if we thought it was better than yours, because we have that much respect for you. But thank you. Thank you for that. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, says Sandra. Grotesque Subhuman 3 says, Eli's able to see patterns of people in the Midwest. Most people think of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, but Eli knows they are the Scarecrow and the Tin Man, not Dorothy. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I'm not saying every single person in the Midwest and the South is like how I've said it to be, as I've said in my stereotypes in the past. But there's a lot of truth to it. People are different in the Midwest and the South for the most part. Besides the accents, you've got a lot of people that are very traditional conservative. They're called tradcons, especially the men, but women are like that too, right? Some of the women are like that too. And look, there's nothing wrong with some traditional values and all that, but in 2025, if you're not open to any progression, and you're so stuck in the past, it's gonna be very difficult for you to get along with people and function in the real world of society nowadays. That's why a lot of people come out on YouTube, because they have YouTube as an outlet to conglomerate with other like-minded people like themselves, even if they're living in the past and the majority has progressed and moved forward, right? And then when you get enough of these people together, you create like this group of like hate bonders that will go around and attack people that don't exactly agree with their prehistoric rhetoric, right? And that's just my opinion. Like, I won't attack these people unless, if they attack me, I'll defend myself if I feel like it. And sometimes I'll just ignore it. But I've never been out here to attack people. All I've done is defend myself. And initially, when I started doing this on YouTube like 7 years ago, I had speaking experience, public speaking experience. I had podcasting experience, but I never had the YouTube live stream experience. I had created other videos in the past, but I've never run a real channel and done live streams and live stream panels with other people. And I had my moments. I let some people trigger me, including the person you're talking about. I let that person trigger me many years ago on a few live streams, notably one. And that clip has haunted me. That he's used that clip for ages. But hey, it's all been said and done. It's all been said and done, and onwards and upwards. But yeah, if you want to email me, no problem. And whatever you folks, listen, if Don and I can shoot you an email back, cool. If you're not afraid to let us know who you really are, we don't dox people, we're professional people. If you want to talk with us by phone, we'll talk with you by phone for 20, 30 minutes at no cost, or an hour. We want to help people. We want to help as many people as possible. You were gonna beat up poor Nero? Well, he triggered the shit out of me. Oh, sorry, not Nero, Nemo. You're talking about the bearded Nemophilist, right? Yes. That guy really pissed me off back in the days. I hope he's matured by now. I'm kind of curious where that guy is. But yeah, all those dudes used to really, really piss me off because, man, all I was trying to do is be nice to people and help people, and these dudes just, all they were about was getting drunk and trashing women on live streams, and I'm like, I didn't really want to be a part of that. And then I had gone through a breakup where my ex cheated on me, and I was with my ex Dana at that point, but I was still triggered about the ex cheating on me. And then these guys got to me, and it's like I overreacted, and I regret that because that's not who I really am. Even the best of us that are experienced, right, at all this, we go through stuff too. Heck, I'm not saying this will happen. But if Don were to leave me tomorrow, it would devastate the shit out of me. It would. That doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. It means I will be going through a devastating time. Now, Don's not leaving me. I'm not leaving her. I'm just saying, if hypothetically speaking, if that happened, that would just destroy me. It would. It would. I would find a way to work through it. And no, I'm not suicidal. No, I would not end myself. I would never do that for anyone. But it would be painful. Would I take a day off of YouTube? No, I'd probably come on YouTube and talk about it. I'd probably use it as my outlet like you guys do. I mean, that's just what would happen. Right? But I'd be sharing my story too and sharing it in real time so you folks can understand that even people that have lots of experience still go through things and still make mistakes. That's the best way to learn, is by making mistakes. And just because you're older and wiser doesn't mean you don't still make mistakes or you don't still go through breakups or get hurt. Shit happens, right? I actually feel pretty good about this show. Give me a second. Let me cross the street. Start getting your final questions, comments, concerns in the chat. I'm going to be going off the air in 5 minutes or less. Hey, GLM, the last time you were here, or one of the last times you were here, that I went to Five Guys. Dawn and I are having Five Guys again tonight. It's been a few weeks, but we're going to do it again tonight. Like you said, they have the best fries. And they're so fresh and piping hot. And they fill up the cup, and then they scoop more into the bag. So it's fantastic. Hey, Sim Racer. Sim Racer, how you doing? I do appreciate the video Dawn and yourself did. It truly helped me. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the nothing is worth the suicide prevention one? If that did, then that makes my night, because you know what? Even if only one person gets value out of that, and that's you, and that one person is struggling with life in general, and that can help you snap out of it, then it's totally worth it to me, just for one person. Now, hopefully it helps more people, but just think of it this way. If you save one life with a video that doesn't get a whole lot of views, and that right person came across it and it put them in a better place, there's no amount of money that would mean more than helping someone at no cost save their life, you know? I'm going to let Dawn know about that, and that's going to make her really happy, because Dawn takes that topic. I do too, don't get me wrong, but Dawn takes all of these topics extremely seriously, because she's been through way more than I've been through. I've been through a lot, don't get me wrong, but I probably don't compare to what you've been through or what Dawn has been through, you know? And Dawn's turned her life around. Like, Dawn's turned, I mean, listen, I've always loved Dawn, and Dawn has always had a big heart and soul, but she was struggling with stuff, and by the good grace of God, or the good graces of God, she worked through it. I'm so proud of her. I'm come over here for a minute or so, and then I got to go to Five Guys and get our food. You know, I ordered it from the app, from the car, and then I just drive down one exit on 101. It's ready in about 10 minutes. It takes from here to there, it's about a 5 to 7 minute drive. One exit down the freeway. And it's pretty much ready when I go there, pick it up, go home. I put it in the hot bag. That's why, The good thing about having done Uber and DoorDash for a little while, I still have all the hot bags. And I just put our food in the hot bags and it stays like hot and warm until I get home. You can get those hot bags on Amazon, or you can even go to some of the best hot bags that have been made, and they're not that much. I think they're like 11 to 15 bucks. Go to Uber Eats, and they have a public site where you can buy that. Typically, people buy them for delivery, but I like the Uber Eats bags better than the DoorDash bags. They're really good. And I got this big backpack for it was only like 50 bucks. But this big backpack that people use when they're delivering with either a motorcycle or a bicycle, it basically has different compartments. It has a hot and cold department, and it's pretty nice. And that's something that Don and I use like when we do picnics and stuff like that, or go to family events and stuff like that, or go on trips. It just keeps things nice and cold and nice and warm. And then we even have ice packs we put in them too. So that's pretty cool. But anyway. Oh, there's my yacht. You as well. I just see Don and I are a lot alike. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I mean, the good parts about it, I mean, I'm not trying to, I think, Sim Racer with the $7.99 Australian Super Chat. Wow, 25.20 in American money super chats today. Thank you so much, everyone. And that's, I believe that's the amount after YouTube's cut. Fantastic. Thank you so much. That's. I understand you, and you know what? I'm really glad that you're a lot like Dawn because you can resonate with her and. I'm sorry. I now don't think you're a troll, but understand why we would think anyone new on an anonymous account could be trolling because we take this stuff seriously here. But I'm really glad that that stream on suicide prevention that we did. I'm really glad that Dawn was able to help you. Yeah, I mean. Dawn has many more stories to share, and eventually she'll share probably everything. There's a lot more that Dawn can share that would probably resonate with you and others, but that's all in due time. I mean, she's really just gotten to the point of where she wants to open up more to help people and doesn't care about what some of these people that used to criticize her out here think about her anymore, and that's great. Like I gotta tell you, with Dawn, it's been a complete 180, and I knew it. I knew she was gonna get there. She just needed the right support, and I don't want to take the credit because I don't need the credit. Yes, I did do a lot to help her get there, but I don't care about the credit. She had to do it herself. She had to first choose to do it herself. And she finally got to the point of where, yeah, I got to do this. If I don't do this, it could be very destructive or worse or devastating, right? Sim Racer, did you donate twice? Yes, I did. Oh my God, I didn't notice it. It's Sim Racer. Hold on. I'm missing this. Oh my God, Sim Racer, you did. I didn't even show them both, but I went to the other screen. Thank you for the two $7.99 Australian super chats. Thank you so much. I have to go to my separate super chat screen. Why didn't I see them both on the other screen? Where are they? Where's both of them? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sim Racer. Thank you so much. Those were super stickers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tia says, wow, Sim Racer. Pretty, says Sandra. Thanks a lot, Sim Racer, says Tia. Sim Racer, did you? Oh, I already got that. Concern, yes, it helped a lot. I thought something went wrong. That was very kind. Thanks, Slim Racer. Babe, did you just wake up? Respectfully and maturely and professionally is here. Did you just wake up, babe? I'm about to end the show and go grab the food. How you doing, babe? All good. Have a drink on me. Thank you so much, Sim Racer. You've been very generous to the channel. God bless you. God bless everyone. Yes, I did. You doing all right, babe? You're all good? You and the dogs are all right? All right, folks. It's time to go. It's still backwards. Look at that. YouTube still hasn't fixed the reverse mirror image. Yes, we are great. Wonderful. Santa Palacio says, hey, Don. Concern says, God bless. God bless you too. Babe, that person above Concern is a woman that says she's a lot like you and she liked our podcast. It really helped her out a lot. The latest one on suicide prevention. So you might as well say hello there, baby. And yeah, sorry that we thought we always think everyone's a troll when they first come. It's all good, but glad that we got that sorted out and glad that you really enjoyed content. All right. Thank you to everyone for all the support today, the super chats, and just the comments. And it was a great show, and I can see a bright future ahead. I really see some great things happening. Sandra, Tia, and Dawn. If you ladies, tonight's not going to be a good night. Sandra, Tia, and Dawn, are you ladies around at all anytime tomorrow for a brief call with Dawn and I? Sim Racer with a third $7.99 Australian super chat. Thank you. Oh my God, God, Sim Racer. Wow. God bless you. Thank you. Oh man. Thank you so much. I'm at a loss for words. Don, I watched the video you and Eli did. It truly helped, and you look beautiful. Thank you. That means a lot, Concern. That means so much. I think so, Eli. Another Sim Racer. Yeah, three $7.99 Australian super chats from Sim Racer. It's pretty close to American money. Pretty much the same thing. That's a good amount. That's a lot of money. Sim Racer's investments must be doing quite well right now. The market has recovered a little bit. It's still a little bit down. Needs to recover a bit more, but I think we're going to be okay. I don't think Trump really wants to crash the economy. I think he fucks around with things on purpose a little bit. And then when they start going down, then he kind of pulls the plug, right? Oh, tariffs on, tariffs off. There was a Looney Tunes Giphy animated picture that I shared on Facebook. And it was Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Bugs Bunny was saying tariffs on, and Daffy Duck was saying tariffs off. They kept on flipping this sheet of paper, this flip book. Tariffs on, tariffs off. They're making fun of Trump because one day Trump says tariffs are on, then I'm gonna retract them for 30 days, and then I'm gonna put them back on, and I'm gonna retract them again. Like, man, you want to talk about? No, listen, no disrespect to Trump supporters, but you want to talk about flip-flopping, man? that was, Donald Trump with that made R.J. Sandefur, the biggest flip-flopper out here, look like a saint. And if you don't know who R.J. Sandifer is, then you know he's maybe him and I can rekindle things too. I hope we can. He's not a bad guy. R.J. Sandifer, you wanna come back to the channel? RJ, you have flip flopped so many times, man. God dang it, man. I swear to God, I've never seen someone flip flop so many times. But to be fair, the guy has Asperger's, a form of autism. And, a lot of people preyed on the vulnerabilities or preyed on this vulnerability of having Asperger's, and that's kind of messed up. That's like messing with a disabled man. Right? These people mess with a disabled man and then they say, oh, Eli, you're a disabled hater. No, I've never hated disabled people at all. But just because someone's disabled doesn't give them a free pass to do stupid shit and then me just sit there and take it like a champ, right? We're living the dream here, brother. Well, you know what? God bless you, man. If you're living the dream, you want to know something? Here's the thing, Sim Racer HQ. I could have made a lot more money staying in insurance or doing something else, right? The bottom line is this is my dream. And my dream, honestly, like if I'm not happy regarding what I'm doing, no fucking amount of money is going to make me happy, dude, unless I enjoy what I'm doing. And I enjoy doing this. I really do. But God bless you. I'm glad things are working out for you. Glad you're doing well. I just, I've said this before, I'll say it again before I go off the air, that I think I was put on this planet to be kind of like the Savior, like Jesus. I'm not comparing myself to Jesus. Jesus, God bless you. I love you both. I'm not comparing myself to you. But I think I'm trying to live in the footsteps of Jesus, where, I feel like I was brought on this planet to just sacrifice myself for other people's, for the better good of other people, and be like the sacrificial lamb, I've got the Jesus Messiah complex, and it's not the negative aspect of it. I love helping people no matter how much it costs me or how much it puts me in the fucking poorhouse, I just love helping people, and that's what I enjoy doing. But yeah, dude, I'm glad you're doing well, and LOL, RJ, oh gosh. Yeah, maybe I'll reach out to RJ again. I keep blocking him on Facebook Messenger, then I keep on blocking him. You have a huge heart. Well, thank you, Tia. I appreciate that. I really do. You do too, Tia. You really do. Tia, are you around tomorrow for a call with Dawn, Sandra, and I? Anytime you ladies want to do it, I'll work my walk around it. Dawn and I don't have any appointments tomorrow. I'm going to be working in the office. But that's about it. Check me out on here. Okay, we'll do. We will do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, check out Sim Racer HQ's channel. That's awesome. Before I forget, congratulations on 1,000 walks. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Really do. Yeah, concern. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah. All right. Yes, I am, says Tia. Don and I will reach out to you. Don and I will reach out to you after either later tonight or sometime tomorrow morning. We'll set it up. I got to go, folks. Time to eat. Time to eat those nice, fresh, juicy Five Guys burgers and those fresh, piping hot, best fries, like GLM calls them at Five Guys. And then Don also likes their shakes there, so I'm going to get her a chocolate shake with whipped cream on it. Grotesque Subhuman 3, RJ Sandifer didn't do right a lot of people. I'm trying to what are you saying there? Didn't do right. Forget about poor Lewis Fuller, says Grotesque Subhuman 3. He claimed to be all about America, but where was his loyalty when it came to the creator of the month? He chose these people from other countries and forgot about poor Lewis Fuller. Well, I'll just say this. And RJ, I'm sure you're watching because RJ, you love drama. You love the drama, and I'm not trying to create drama, but Sometimes drama surrounds you whether you like it or not, right? I've just learned to live with that. That's just the way, when you're a public figure, you got to learn to live with the fact that even if you fucking hate drama as much as I do, and I'm talking about YouTube, fake instigated drama and bullshit and trolls, right? I like the Law and Order and all that kind of drama on TV. That's good shit, right? The true crime, that's good shit. It's great to watch. But I hate the fucking stupid ass drama on YouTube, right? And the trolling and the shit talk and all. I fucking hate that shit, right? But I've learned to understand that that comes with the territory. And sometimes, whether you like it or not, it's going to surround you a little bit. So RJ Sandifer, reach out to me. Maybe I'll reach out to you. Maybe we'll welcome RJ back and we'll have him sing, "We are here to praise the Lord. We are here to praise his holiness." Right? Remember that, RJ? We are here to praise the Lord. I swear I have all those videos. I have RJ's entire life. Sim Racer HQ with another $7.99. Oh God, dude, please don't give me all your money, dude. Don't do that, man. God damn it, man. Oh man, Sim Racer HQ, thank you again. That's 4 super chats. Oh my God, dude. What did it, Sim Racer HQ? Was it singing like RJ Sandifer, man? Please don't tell me you were triggered to super chat over me singing like RJ, because then I would never hear the end of it, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Oh God. Boy, Eli hasn't seen the super chat go off like that in like ages. Yeah, you're probably right. Wow, Beastmaster with another $5 super chat. Holy Moses. Beastmaster, thank you again, brother. I really like RJ. So all I have to do to get more super chats is bring RJ Sandifer back, right? Now, here's the thing. I've always been big about revenue sharing, right? I've always been big about revenue sharing. But RJ's on disability. He's never accepted. I've tried to buy RJ a microphone. I've tried to help RJ. I like RJ too, when he's not being manipulated by drama, shitty drama creators, right? But I've always offered him a microphone or whatever. I was gonna, donate some money. I would have probably spent $200, $300, $400 on RJ over the course of several years, right? To help him out. I've offered him so much. He's turned everything down. He wouldn't take it. There's no way to send it to him. He has no PayPal or anything. He won't create one. He just won't take any donations. And you know how many people wanted to help that guy? So many people. Whoa. That was a sprinkler I almost tripped over. I think he just gets bored, LOL. You're probably right, Beastmaster. TS says, Beastmaster, thank you. Concerned to see Dawn so happy when you sing, Eli. Made me happy to see her so content and in love with you, Eli. Well, thank you, Concerned. I appreciate that. Sim Racer HQ, I don't get triggered, bro. Oh, no. I know you don't get triggered. I'm just saying, trigger in a positive way, like something that makes you feel like you want to donate, or you just do it when you feel like it, right? You're like, oh yeah, let me just do this. I'm having another drink and boom. But no, thank you, dude. I for whatever reason, I just like to kick things off. No, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. You're far too kind. You're far too kind. All right. Gotta go. 23 people still left here. 123 minutes, 2 hours and 3 minutes. Haven't done a 2-hour stream in a while. All right, folks, we'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to try the new microphone setup tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Love you all. Have a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other. See you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.